Hey guys, it's Dan here, and I'm going to tell you about a mastermind concept that's not meant to be super balanced, but it's just a fun idea I thought I'd share with you. It's based off a character that I created for a story. I don't know the story's title, but the character's name is Samael Taps, and he goes by the alias Journals. So this is going to be a bioweapon Creatures Matter mastermind. So we're going to get into the bioweapon. The bioweapon is himself, and he has two variants. First off, I'm going to be discussing the Quiet Man. The Quiet Man variant is one that uses bioenergy. Every 30 seconds, Journals will be able to manifest himself into the testing area. He'll have the HP of like a liquor or something like that. You could take him down pretty easy, but he has some pretty interesting abilities. Like the ability to spawn berserk dogs for roughly about, I would say like 4 bioenergy, and another ability that will require bioenergy, like around maybe 2 bioenergy, is the ability to teleport to rooms with cameras. Now, the dog and the teleportation don't have a cooldown, but because they don't have a cooldown, they're requiring bioenergy as a means to kind of limit the cap there, but make it so that you could just do something quick, there's no wait, there's no charge. But the ones that run on a cooldown are these. So he can silence the map for 30 seconds, and by silence I mean no audio, no music, voice chat is also muted. This is the theme of the character, as he is able to manipulate sound to a certain degree, so the whole map will be silenced for 30 seconds. Also, he'll gain a significant movement speed boost during this time. And so give him a little bit more range. We're going to give him a sonic blast because of his left hand. The special bones in his left hand allow him to generate sonic waves from his left hand that deal minor damage and disrupt survivors like the air blast cannon. I should also mention he'll have like a basic attack. You press the trigger or whatever you have for basic attacks or melee, and that would just be his fists. Getting into the second variant of the bioweapon, the Red Lord of Winter. It'll have HP like, like William Birkin or something like that. Normal charge time for a bioweapon. And these would be his abilities. Costing 7 bioenergy, he can spawn a Berserk Liquor. He has a damaging leap, which he can leap a short distance, and will also do knockback. Also in this form, he'll be able to generate an ice javelin and send it through a small portal that will appear next to the closest visible survivor. If it connects, it'll damage them, also applying a slow effect. And then the fourth ability is a simple ice aura around him for, I would say, maybe about 15 seconds or so. Slowly damage the survivor or survivors, and also provide a slow effect. Now the basic attack is an arcing sweep from an ice sword. It is a slow attack, but it would have more range and width with the swipe. Getting to the more interesting stuff, we're going to get into the perks, the switchable perks. First off, the Hunger. The Hunger simply provides Journals with the ability to have a built-in energy leech for himself while he's the bioweapon. The second ability is the Sickness. This allows Journals basic attacks to apply infect buildup. And now for the more Creature Matters abilities. Wendigo Psychosis. When a creature inflicts damage of any kind for 5 seconds, they gain a berserk-like effect while receiving 5% damage reduction. Endless Hunger. Creatures are now able to heal a minor portion of their health upon attacks. Also, regenerate bioenergy slightly. Similar to the small reactor, the effect can be prolonged through multiple attacks, but it will not stack. Now we get to the Area 2 cards. So starting off, we'll have turreted immobilizing rounds, or the mod called Alpha Influence. What Alpha Influence does is simply increase a creature's movement speed and attack damage by a moderate amount while in hand. Area 3, journals will have access to a tracker leg hold trap, which is simply a leg hold trap that also applies the tracker debuff. And now we come to the more interesting one. A camouflaged liquor that makes no sound except for the unsettling rattling of bones as it's running toward you. Now I'm going to discuss the unlockables that could be used with other masterminds. This is a mod called Molly's Mirror. Upon last hit of a creature, killing it, the survivor will receive a small buildup of infect damage. So imagine if you're Jill or someone Molotov spamming or something like that. You'll be infecting yourself even though you're at a range for killing multiple creatures at once. Now, the second card you can get that would be available on all masterminds, Dr. Miracles. Dr. Miracles is a creature-only clone card that increases the cost by 2. And the significance of this clone card is the creature will spawn with every single buff on it. And that's it. And to provide a little bit of backstory, Journals, or Samael, was a created new human. He escaped and he has psionic abilities relating to sound and special bones in his hands that allow him to conduct and manipulate the sound. He turned himself into a Wendigo mutant by eating cloned kidneys infused with Wendigo heart cells from a Wendigo he killed. And over the course of the story, he becomes essentially a Chimera. And where the ice abilities come from, that's from him attaching a vampire's arm. Essentially, that's what that is. Molly is a ghost. Dr. Miracles is a clone, a self-replicating clone. Essentially, just a hive mind. And yeah, it's a story, and that's just a bit of the background. Oh, and also a teleportation thing is due to a second nervous system that is from God. It's kind of like godlike beings from another universe that needs the energy of humans to maintain the universe because it's falling apart in the abstract, and they mostly abduct children because of the imagination, and the imagination is the key to hold. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this random little concept and the video plan, and I'll see you guys later.
You cannot blind a god.
Checking.
You will not live much longer. I will tear out your insides myself. Let them chill your heart. I am coming to get you.
Group up for healing.
Not go faster than I will be forced to terminate this experiment, and you with it. This impresses me. Did you find pity on your vain efforts to survive? Just as I planned. It's faster. If you do not go faster, then I will be forced to terminate this experiment, and you with it. This weapon lacks elegance, but it will suffice. Run, as fast as you could. It wasn't fast enough now, was it?